Hi guys, so today I'll be showing you the story of my life and let's just begin with the video. So back in July 29, 1994, I was born and it was actually the year of the Miss Universe pageant being held here in the Philippines. And maybe that's one of the reasons why I really love pageants. And that baby boy who was born was actually me. Here with my brother and sister, I remember when I was growing up, I was really awkward. I would always like to play with my sister's dolls, and I would pretend to like sports even though I didn't like it. I would always join all of these sports activities, and eventually, I really liked cheer dancing, and I was always with a group of girlfriends. And I was just one awkward kid, to be honest. I didn't know what I really like, whether or not I like boys or girls. I'm really not sure. Deep inside, I knew to myself that something was really wrong. I really was kind of awkward and I was really in denial about it. I would always tell my friends I'm not gay or I don't like boys. I always like girls, maybe because I'm just a chick boy. So eventually, I think my parents knew that something was wrong with me and they wanted me to be straight SF. So they transferred me to an all boys school and it was a little bit far away from my elementary days. So I used to be a Boy Scout there. Stop laughing. I went to Don Bosco Technical Institute Makati. It's like a technical school for high school. And it was really fun. I met a lot of friends and I would never forget when one of my advisors told my mom that she thinks I'm gay. And from there, my mom talked me out of it and she said, whatever you're feeling, honey, you can tell me. Also, when I was 14 in my sophomore year in high school, I fell in love with someone and it was just the most amazing feeling because I've always had crushes with boys before, and I never really thought that a guy would like me, and he was actually really straight and I like that kind of feeling. So maybe I was also asking some of my friends, hey, maybe I think I'm transgender, and they were like, oh, maybe it's a phase. And here I'm with my friend Ina. She is my best friend for almost 11 years now, and she's just a wonderful girl. She's always been my beard. I would always tell my dad, oh, she's actually my girlfriend. Even though I was really open with my mom, I wasn't really as much open to my dad as my mom, if that makes any sense. But it was something that really gave me comfort because my dad would always travel away. So he would always be in the States or other countries for his job. And my mom was just like, very supportive. She would buy me my first makeup. So I broke up with my ex-boyfriend in like mid-second year because I felt like it wasn't working anymore. And he wrote this really amazing letter that I just saw. And, I'm really proud of him. If you're watching this, I'm really proud of what you've become. So I'm major skipping right now, but junior prom came a year after I broke up with my ex, and it was really fun. I wore this really nice Rihanna suit, and I was with my best friend Ina for my prom date because you couldn't bring guys. Duh. So it was senior prom, and I told my mom I wanted to wear a prom dress, and she was like, the hell that would happen, girl? And so she got me a car instead for senior prom. And then I went out with one of my friends here, Ina, and she's always been my prom date. She made me feel really comfortable. It was fun. It was really fun. After prom, I was actually picked as one of the lead role for this amazing play that we had in school, and it was one of the first time that I wore drag. So it was fun. I felt really sexy. I was like, maybe I'm a girl. And we're pretty much done with high school, so it was really sad letting go of some of the things, but you gotta move on in order to hone your craft. So I graduated high school, and my mom was really absolutely supportive then, and I was really open. So there I was, 16 years old. After I graduated high school, I took up fashion design and merchandising at De La Salle College of St. Benilde. And I was really, really out in the open, but at the same time, I was still thinking, was I gay? Was I a guy? Was I gay? Was I a guy? I'm really not sure. And from then on, I told myself, maybe I really, really, really am a girl. But then I would always transition to being a man. So I told you, I'm all over the place. Back in May 2012, I first filmed my YouTube video, and this was the boy to girl transformation in 5 minutes. So on my 18th birthday, I had a party in my house and I invited my crush and some of my friends over, and I would say that I was really girly girl. Really girly girl. Like super girly girl. Like really open girl. A year after my 18th birthday, after my depression with being in fashion design, I shifted courses to culinary arts, so basically hotel and restaurant management. So from being a girly girl, I had to really cut off my hair, all of my hair, because it wasn't allowed to have long hair and to cross dress or to be in drag when you should be really formal. But I really didn't think about being transgender then, to be honest. For our on-the-job training, we went to Alaska, and it was really a fulfilling experience. I really got to know the nature, and it was the first time that I was actually in the States that long. So what I did there was I was a hostess, I was a cook, and I did all this fun stuff. I did my friend's makeup, I also did kayaking. So it was one of those experiences that you can say that really helped you grow to who the person you are. And I got discriminated there by the other Europeans, and I really fought for my right. And you should always fight for your right if you're in the right position, if that makes sense. And then I went home after that. Once I went back home to the Philippines for a short while, I already graduated. So I went to the graduation rites, and I was actually growing my hair here. I'm with my parents, by the way, if you were wondering. So yeah. So I did something behind my parents' back. I had 2 sets of graduation pictures taken. That's why my mom was like, how come it's so expensive to get your pictures taken? I'm like, Mom, come on, it's college. After graduating college, I went ahead and signed up for Miss Trans or Miss Gay Philippines. It was such a unique experience. I met different girls. I wanted to do this for so long, and before I flew to the States, I really wanted to do this. The girls were just so nice, and we were all close, so this is something that I definitely won't forget. So after the pageant, I moved to the US temporarily in Minneapolis, and I was just very open. I already knew who I was, but I wasn't really transitioning. So I went out on different dates, got a boyfriend, didn't work out, got heartbroken, and I was just really looking for that someone who could complete me. You know what I mean? Like someone who would accept me for who I am, even without the hair, the makeup, the wig. Hair and wig is the same thing because I really had short hair. But I had different friends who really helped me through depression. Earlier that year, my grandmother passed away, so it was really good that I had family there, even though they're just my friends, not really related. Here I am with my Korean best friend Tammy. Also, here's my favorite boss and one of my good friends, Mia. After Minnesota, I went ahead and moved to Palm Springs for another internship. These are my friends, and I am so grateful to have them. They've always been there for me during my stay, and they would drop me off home, and they would always be there for me when I was feeling lonely. I would just text them, and they would pick me up, and we would go to the mall because the mall is very close to where I live there. And also, I want to say thank you to Ate Remy. She's Filipino, and she's just amazing. She treated me like her little sister, brother, whatever. So I can't wait to see her again very soon. After my vacation in California, I went straight home to the Philippines, and I found a job at Chase. And I met Miles there. She was the one who taught me about transitioning, and she was really detailed about it. So I'm grateful to have her as my good friend. And I became very open on who I was, and I just want to let you know this is so unfiltered. I don't have any scripts. I got a dog, and then I celebrated my birthday, and I outed myself as a transgender woman then. And eventually I fell in love to another guy who is not my boyfriend anymore, and I don't want to go there. So anyway, I am just so happy right now with how things turned out, I have learned a lot of lessons. Now I work at a really good company. I have a stable job and I'm able to support myself and I am independent and I don't need anyone to support me on anything. So that's something that I really am proud of. And I can be myself and I could also be the real Mikee that I am towards my friends. So I'm really grateful about that and I'm really grateful to you guys as well for continuing to support me. And I'm really sweating right now because I turned the fan off because it would mess the audio. Thank you guys so much for watching. By the time that you're watching this and you're at this end, it is actually my birthday or my birthday has already passed. I will be doing a giveaway. 2 commenters will do a video call with me. I know that sounds superficial, but I just also wanted to meet different people from around the world, whether it be in the US or the Philippines. So I will be picking randomly. So stay tuned. It's been a while, but